Hello, my name is Iselin and I'm here to talk to you about the Wilderness Experience 5. This one's called Get Ready to Run. I'm going to read to you today. It's a large portion of 1 Kings chapter 19, and it talks about Elijah when he was running away from Jezebel. He entered into the wilderness. From verse 4. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a juniper tree, and he requested for himself that he might die, and said, It is enough now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am not better than any of my fathers. And as he lay and slept under a juniper tree, behold, then an angel touched him and said unto him, Arise and eat. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baken on the coals, and a cruse of water at his head. And he did eat and drink, and laid him down again. And the angel of the Lord came again the second time, and touched him and said, Arise and eat, because the journey is too great for you. And he arose and did eat and drink. And went in the strength of that meat 40 days and 40 nights unto Horeb, the mount of God. And he came thither unto a cave, and lodged there. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him, and he said unto him, What doest thou here, Elijah? And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts, for the children of Israel have forsaken your covenant, thrown down your altars, and slain your prophets with the sword, and I, even I only am left, and they seek my life to take it away. And he said, Go forth and stand upon the mount before the Lord. And behold, the Lord passed by, and a great and strong wind rent the mountains, and brake in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. And it was so, when Elijah heard it, that he wrapped his face in his mantle, and went out and stood in the entering in of the cave. And behold, there came a voice unto him, and said, What doest thou here, Elijah? And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts, because the children of Israel have forsaken your covenant, thrown down your altars, and slain your prophets with the sword. And I, even I only am left, and they seek my life to take it away. And the Lord said unto him, Go, return on thy way to the wilderness of Damascus, and when thou comest, anoint Hazael to be king over Syria, and Jehu the son of Nimshi shalt thou anoint to be king over Israel, and Elisha the son of Shaphat of Abel Mibinahah shalt thou anoint to be prophet in your room. That means to take your place. And it shall come to pass that him that escapes the sword of Hazael shall Jehu slay, and him that escaped from the sword of Jehu shall Elisha slay. Yet I have left me 7,000 in Israel, all the knees which have not bowed down to Baal, and every mouth which have not kissed him. So he returned thence, and found Elisha the son of Shaphat, who he was ploughing with 12 yoke of oxen. Wow. The bit that I love here is the bit where it talks about Elijah, walking in the strength of the food that was given to him. 40 days and 40 nights. Ooh. That's amazing. So amazing. The thing is, Elijah was depressed because he thought he was all alone. He thought he was the only one left serving God. God showed him that, no, I preserved 7,000. Oh my God. Let me look at that again. I mean, wow, that's amazing. 7,000 in Israel. And Elijah was so busy serving God that he forgot to look at the people around him. Sometimes we can be so busy serving God that we miss things. We can miss other people around us that are serving God. And we can feel so alone and not realise that we're going through our wilderness experience for a reason. We're going through our wilderness experience to prepare us for the next stage in our life. Elijah had to go in the strength of the food he only was fed twice with angel food, twice, and it kept him for 40 days and 40 nights. Yes, I know people were stronger in those days because it didn't have the stuff that we have now, like cars, but he needed to be fed because the journey was great and he had a job to do. God was not finished with him yet. When God has something for you to do, he will strengthen you, and he will not give you that mantle until you're at the place that he wants you to be. So, with God, has anointed you to do something. He's not just going to pour the oil on you and just leave you. He's going to prepare you for it. So what are you going to do? You're going to get ready to run. You're going to run on the strength of the food that the Lord has given you. You can't just eat once and say, this is lovely, I'm just going to lie down and sleep. No. If God tells you to eat His word, eat His word. And drink from the well of life. Get ready to run. Get ready to run. Get ready to run.